Take two.
This is Stephen, the Disney Drago Robinson. You're watching the one and only Sport Icon. Bow!
Wow, so that was a very, very good fight. If you missed this fight, please try and find it somewhere to give it a watch. Fabio Wardley versus Nathan Gorman. It only went 3 rounds. Round number 1, I felt was quite even. Both started quite aggressively, I felt. Landed some good shots on each other. But for me, not much in it in round number 1. Maybe just edge it to Gorman if I really had to pick a side on that one. Round number 2, though, is where it got really interesting. Because Gorman, he seemed to hurt Wardley, and Wardley's legs went a little bit. But rather than Wardley back off, he went straight at Gorman. And Gorman, for some reason, just went against the ropes rather than move his legs and just put his hands up. And shots were coming through. Gorman goes down. And then moments later, very, very similar thing. Gorman goes against the ropes rather than move away from the ropes and gets caught again, goes down. Luckily for him, he survives round number 2. But again, in round number 2, Wardley, a cut on the bridge of his nose, is bleeding quite a lot. I think it's on the bridge of the nose or maybe on one of the eyelids. I'm not too sure, in the corner. But round number 3 as well, Gorman, he seemed okay. He looked okay, and he was winning the round. He was doing quite well, I felt. You know, throwing some good jabs and landing some pretty decent shots. And Fabio just seemed to, was just playing the patient game. Just jab here, just jab there, just jab here, rather than just throw the kitchen sink. And then again, for some reason, Gorman decided to lean up against the ropes. Got caught, went down. Got up, his legs seemed to be okay. I mean, he looked okay. I don't know if maybe something happened in round number 2 that his corner team knew about, but a little while later, with less than a minute left to go, round number 3, his team throws the towel in. I didn't see him as in real trouble, but at the same time, it was an uphill battle because obviously he'd been dropped 3 times at this point. But in my opinion, I felt that his team threw in the towel a little bit prematurely, unless there was some kind of issue that they knew about, maybe coming into the fight or after round number 1 or round number 2, however it may be. But either way, Fabio Wardley is now the British heavyweight champion. Not bad for a guy who didn't have any amateur fights. Come off the white collar scene. Fantastic stuff. Very, very heavy-handed. Very heavy-handed. And what I like about him as well is that when he gets hurt or when he gets back into a corner, he comes out fighting and just goes for it. Very similar happened when he fought Nick Webb, I thought, where Nick Webb caught him with a couple of good shots and Fabio just started firing back and just finished Nick Webb right there and then. Pretty much similar thing happened here with Nathan Gorman. So anyway, congratulations to Fabio Wardley. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.